Hello everyone, this is John Branner, your instructor for Business Analytics 120, and I wanted to put together a couple of videos for you, just some quick videos to show you some of the things that we've gone over, kind of rehash a couple of items, concepts in Chapter 2 to begin with. The first thing we want to talk about is the difference between quantitative and categorical data. If you recall, at the beginning of the class, we had quantitative data is everything that is numeric and can have a function to it. So if you can add, multiply, divide, etc., that numeric data is quantitative data, and categorical data is everything else. So what we're going to do right now is look at sorting and filtering data. And this data that we have here in this table is the top 20 cars table, which you have in your student files. And it contains both quantitative and categorical data. Now, the difference between quantitative and categorical data is going to come in handy and be more important as we look at other parts of this chapter. But we're just going to go ahead and look at sorting and filtering in Excel right now. And so, working with the top 20 cars percentage, that particular file, and we're going to start with selecting A1 to F21. So this whole data set here. Now you can just highlight it that way, or you can click into one box and then hold the Shift key and click in the other box, and that highlights all the information as well. Once we've selected that, we're going to go to the Data tab on the top and the ribbon, and then we're clicking on Sort and the Sort Filter group. So we're looking at Sort, and you'll get this dialog box. And you notice that once we selected the A1 through the F21, that it actually did include the headers. All right, and so when we're going to sort this information, we want to be sure that if you have headers, that you check the box that says my data has headers. By default, it is checked. So if I unchecked it, you can see that it would select all of the information and then would include that in the sort. So we don't want that. We want to be sure that the headers is marked. So we're just dealing with just the information that we're looking at. Okay. So we've got the data has headers. In the first sort by drop-down menu, we're going to select sales to March 2010. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in the order of largest to smallest, and then click OK. And so this is the information that we get now, and what it's done is taken 2010 and put it in the order largest to smallest. Now we can filter this further by adding other lines, and I'll show you that in a second. But what the text highlights here is that although in March 2011 you can see that the highest gross was Honda, was number one. In 2010 it was actually Toyota, but it's put in that type of order. So beyond that, we can go back and take a look at this, select the information, go to sort, and we already have this one value that's set in. We can add a level if we want to, and we can select something else. So although the sales sales in March 2010 are in numeric order, maybe we put the model or the manufacturer as the second ranking in A to Z. It probably won't change anything, but if you had data that had multiple layers and you wanted to, the point is that you can filter it more and more. You can put more criteria on it to filter that information as you want. Just depends on which criteria you want to use. So that's how you do the sorting and filtering. All right.